Hey everyone, welcome to Princess Gay. I'm your host Connie, and today we are reacting to Season 2, Episode 19 of Fire Force. It's been a little bit since we've gone to Fire Force, and I'm not 100% sure why, because it's like it definitely wasn't intentional. But it's been like a few weeks, and I just hadn't wanted to get to it. And the only thing I can think of is how the last arc ended. The end of the last arc was so, like, I guess you could say tone deaf in how it handled, just, you know, putting him back in the hands of Reaper, that it's just, it pissed me off, and I was very genuinely upset about it. Like, Natsuko deserves better. And putting him back in the hands of Reaper just for stupid reasons that have no validity is insulting. It's insulting to the intelligence of the readers of the manga slash viewers of the anime. It's insulting to just the story and to the characters. It's an active, it actively goes against everything it was trying to put forward. Literally the entire point of the arc, pretty much at that point, was saving Natsuko. Because he was in a horribly abusive, dangerous, fucked up situation to where it was an active danger for him. And then just like that, they just return things to the status quo, and it's like, yeah, he'll be fine here. Every pillar has their guardian, so might as well be this guy, you know, who's been fucking abusing him and everything this entire time, and treating a literal child like a punching bag because he's quote unquote weak. It's just like, what the fuck? Like, nothing about that is okay, and that actively bothered me so much that even with the last episode being, you know, partially good, it was like literally half good, half bad. It just it didn't even distract me from that issue, and now I think that's why it's been so long. Last episode was a bridge episode to bridge the gap between the two arcs. The best part of the episode, of course, focusing on Iris and why is his name escaping me? Shinra. I don't know why his name was escaping me there. Iris and Shinra, you know, going to the church and everything, doing the prayers, blessing the weapons. That was the best part of it. That gave some depth to Iris, gave some depth to just things going on, allowed for some introspective thoughts to happen. But then you have the second half of the episode where it's like, oh, we're gonna just run into the ground this joke that was already not funny and was an insult to, you know, the intelligence of the readers slash viewers. We're going to run this joke into the ground because we have literally nothing else to do with Tamaki at this point, because she doesn't have a character outside of this. And it's just like, that doesn't help. That just makes it worse. And I think because of that kind of stuff, it's soured me a little on this series lately. Like, the Tamaki stuff always sours me, but there's been other stuff to keep me going. other stuff that's kept me from completely losing interest in everything. But right now, even the other stuff is starting to have trouble. When a pretty notable arc ends in the way that it did, it's like, and not even like for like a comedic reason or anything. It's just horrible. So I don't know what's to come next, but I'm hoping it's better than what we've got up till now. There's like 6 episodes left, 24 in total. So I'm thinking like we still know the Maki stuff has to be in here. That's going to be at least part of this. We have enough time for 1 or 2 more arcs, depending on what they are. So we've got to have the Maki stuff. I'm trying to think if there's anything else from the opening that we haven't touched on yet. I can't think of anything offhand. But I guess we'll see. Excuse me. I'm definitely interested to see where it goes, though, and hopefully it picks itself back up. For the time being, though, let's just get into this. Let's hope for, something good. So when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black, then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episode. So, that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. So first off, that was obviously Chris Sabat. Takigi, though, was Jonah Scott, who I met at Youmacon. He's a big bro Katakuri from One Piece. So yeah, I definitely recognize the voice. That being said, I was actually like maybe thinking like if this episode like hooked me in well enough, I might do another one because I have a couple of them downloaded right now. But after that episode, it's like I needed to stop because maybe it's just because I don't like this kind of story, but this actually pissed me off quite a bit, and that's not gonna help for continuing this, and everything. It's gonna definitely make me push back episodes more. I just know it's going to. Because here's the thing. Maki has shown herself time and time again to be an invaluable member of Company 8. She is so powerful, so strong, so capable. And even earlier in this season with the entire fire tornado thing, it's like there is literally nothing that even hints that she's not good enough. So the idea of pushing her back to the military to act as a secretary for her safety, both from the orders of her father and Lieutenant Hinawa as well, who was the one to recruit her in the first place. The fact that they're pushing her back and treating her as, and making her think that she's not good enough fucking disgusts me. Like, I understand why they're doing it. Again, this is not a new kind of plot. This kind of plot point has been done before with a character being pushed away for their protection and everything. And this better be reversed because this is fucking infuriating me. I'm genuinely... It's not even just because I find Maki hot or anything. It's not just because I like her as a character. It's like... They could have done this with fucking Arthur and I still would have been pissed. because this is such a just an infuriating, anger-inducing concept to me. To treat someone like shit as a way to protect them is fucking disgusting. You don't do that. The amount of terrible effects that's going to have on someone's mental health. Like, we already see it's fucking her up. It's making her really fucking depressed. She feels so self-conscious about it now. It's like, that's not fucking okay. This better be a very short thing where she does come back to the 8th. Because otherwise I'm going to be really livid. And not even from like just a perspective like, oh, well, yeah, it's supposed to make you upset or anything. No. Like, as in, I think that would be a very terrible just writing decision. I don't think doing this kind of thing is good writing. It's just, it's so actively antagonistic and mean-spirited to do this. It's just, it's one of those tropes, one of those concepts that just does not work for me at all. And the thing is, in this situation, we do it is being done to a character who we have, this series has spent time endearing us to. It's like Maki is one of the most endearing characters in this series, and you're gonna pull this shit. It's like, it would have been so much better if she just said, no, I'm not going back, and they forced her. That would at least paint them in a more antagonistic light and make it more, reasonable to see this as, something beyond her control. The fact that she was coerced into agreeing to it because of how Hinawa told her to go back and everything is so scummy. It's like she was gaslit into believing she wasn't good enough and manipulated into going back, and I hate that so fucking much. Again, if it was beyond her control, if she was forced to go back, at least then we would have like more of an antagonistic force to acknowledge with that. It would be a lot more of an issue that we could get over, and that the Fire Force could fight to, to reverse. Instead, the way they did this here was so gross. And I just really can't stand it. And it's not even just because I want Maki to remain in the 8th. This, again, it feels so manipulative, bleh, and just unsatisfying in literally every way. And yes, I understand that you're not supposed to like this. You're not supposed to side with her father or Hinawa. That's very obviously the point. That you're supposed to side more with Arthur. Like, I get that. But again, it's the way it's being handled. It's the way it's being executed. It's just... This better be temporary. Because this could be a breaking point for me with this series. I'm not even joking you. if they try to make this a permanent thing, this could be the straw that breaks the camel's back for me. It's like there's just so many issues that have been compounding lately. Again, the Tamaki stuff I can handle. It's not super often, and it's just annoying and fucking stupid. But I can handle that with everything else being good. But you have the bullshit that was pulled at the end of the last arc. And now you have this. She needs to return to the 8th by the end of this arc, and definitely by the end of the season. Whether those two end up being the same, I don't know. But, like I said, I can bet you anything that it's gonna... I mean, obviously we can't get to it next week because next week we're taking off for the holiday season and everything, but I bet you anything that that there's going to be time between this and the next episode. Like, that's how upset I am at this. So I'm gonna leave it off here because I feel like I need to watch something else at this point. Just to cool myself down. So yeah. If you have any questions about anything I didn't talk about, which I feel like is quite a bit, please leave them in the comments. I'm trying to keep it in right now very hard because I'm really fucking pissed at this. So I should probably go watch something else. Tell me your thoughts down in the comments below. For now, I'm Connie and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.